Welcome back to the Tayal Podcast, episode most probably 16 or 17. Yeah, I am a bit lazy, so I can't worry to look in my YouTube section and see what exactly this section is. So today, a very important video, especially for my Indian audience, because I'm going to share with you the biggest problem Indian men are facing today, and it's about not attracting girls. A lot of you have always heard that Indian people earn more money in other countries compared to that particular country's general population. Suppose in US, if the average income is $30,000 per year, the Indians there were earning about 40,000 to 50,000 on average per year. So why is that, and how is it related to our topic of Indian guys are facing problems in attracting girls? So first, we have to understand why Indians are making a lot of money as employed person, a salary person in India or in other parts of India or in general, why Indians are making more money than other people. So at the very basic level, it comes down to two parts. Number one, Indian people are intelligent. Yeah, we all know that Indian people are more intelligent and are good at doing complex tasks such as programming, technical fields, a lot of medical fields, and the data analytics and such kind of stuff. Even the sales stuff, marketing and sales, but you haven't heard a lot about it. Mostly it's engineering and medical field where Indians are doing great. So they are intelligent. That's the first point. Now the second point, which is the most important and most related to our current topic, is that Indians are very good at following orders. Let me repeat again. Indians are very good at following orders. Why is that? Let's generalize a life of a common man. Okay, common Indian man. Or maybe an Indian boy. He goes to school. He tries very hard to get good grades in his school, compete with his classmates, and stay away from the girls. That's a very basic thing in the Indian household, to stay away from the girls. Okay, and he works hard. And one other thing about this is that the more you are good at study, the poor you are at attracting girls. There is a difference between intelligent or a nerd. Indian population, Indian boys are becoming nerd than becoming intelligent, and it because they live a life of fear. When you study in fear, you are studying just because you have fear in your mind rather than chasing goals. And yeah, we all think that we are doing engineering because we want to become engineers, but that's not the thing we want. It has been our options are very limited. Our parents, our society has limited our options very well. If you give a 6-7 year old boy, if you tell him that you have two options: study hard for 10 years and become an engineer, or study money or the online making money and such trending schemes for next 5 years or 4 to 5 years, practice it in the real world and make more money, buy cars and have a big house. So he will probably go with the 5-year plan. So so that's a very big issue, that the Indian boys are learning and their options has been very limited about their career path, and they are focusing their energy in a direction which makes them a slave-minded person in their head. They just follow orders. And it's another thing, when you want to learn complex problems or complex things, you need to follow orders of your teacher, of your guider. It is the best way to learn. You can't just argue and use you can't use a lot of your mind when learning complex problems, because it makes the whole task more difficult. So the best thing you can do is follow what your guider is saying, what your teacher is saying, and just grasp them and learn them and keep grasping them. Yeah. And after a lot of time, when you grasp a lot of things, you then can apply those things. So that's how you become a person who can solve complex problems. So yeah. So my point is, the Indian education system, the Indian society or the Indian parental system is focusing their child in this direction, where their options are very limited and they are forced to learn things that are not very helpful, that are not the best options for their life. They are becoming engineers and doctors because they can't see how the real world works. And once they reach college, they kind of realize things that it's probably not the best option, and then they have choices to leave the college or to continue it. So they think that once we get a job, then we can leave it. Then it's a plus deal for both of us. Our parents will be happy, and we will also get a chance to do a job and then to leave it. And they do it because of fear. They know that they can't oppose their parents to say that they don't want to pursue this degree or this thing. So which makes them more slave-minded. And once you are in this cycle of start earning money or getting those paycheck every month, it's very hard to leave it. And your expenses grow up. Then you need an air conditioner. Then you need a separate house for yourself. Then you need a trip every month to some other state or maybe international trip. And then you need a status in your life. So it becomes very hard to leave that job in this position. And together all this makes Indian boys or men slave-minded, and in a broad definition make them nerdy person. They just follow orders, do what they are told, and take money and spend it on little enjoyments. So if you look at a Indian employed person life from an outer perspective, it's a very boring life, and you don't want to be a part of that life. There is nothing exciting about it. So, and they also, in this whole process, they live in hostel. Their diet is not very good. They don't do exercise. They don't look very good. They have a little belly outside, and they don't look good. They started looking old. They started losing their hairs, and typical things happen, and which make them less attractive, and they also become less masculine persons. They become feminine energy starts growing in them, and it's because their whole life they have just followed orders. They have not used their whole brain and oppose the views that are imposed on them by their teachers or parents. So this makes them less attractive person, less masculine person, and they find it really difficult to attract girls, and their life is pretty much shit at that point. For them to improve their life is really easy. They have money, they are getting huge salary from those companies they are working in, so they can reduce their expenses and buy a gym membership and use this money to for a healthy diet, and also they can free up more time by working in freelancing or hybrid work from home. So they have options, but their mind is very very slave to be free. To free those minds, it require to free their mind, it require a big slap or a big problem in their life, which destroys their current flow of life and make them change for better, or even worse, but make them change. A fluctuation is necessary in their life. If it make their life the change for worse, their life will go worse, and they will realize that they have to improve, which is also a very good thing, that they will face more struggle and their life will improve. So, and understand that this whole is a cycle. The more they study, the more they follow their orders, the more money they earn from their salary, and the more they get trapped in this, the more they trap deep, the more they go deep inside this pit hole. Follow orders, earn money. Follow orders and earn money. So Indian men are becoming too much yes persons. Yeah, that's a very nice word, or nice, I will not say nice, but that's a very exact word to define the position of Indian men right now throughout the world. And I'm not saying that all the Indian men are like that, but a majority of them are like this. It was not before, it has just come after the in the last 100 to 200 years, not before that. And still in the rural areas, men are much more masculine because they don't go in the trap that is around in the urban areas, which is to maintain a status, which is the access to good schools and colleges. And it may sound a ridiculous thing, but the good and school, more modern colleges provide or make men less masculine. They are not a good place to be for men to study from. So what's the solution of it? So one solution is to change the education system in a way that will make men or its students take more participate in the class and make them understand that they can oppose views and their cycle of thoughts is important. It means something, that they can oppose things and it can be right, their views can be right, and the views that are teaching or that the world has given them can be wrong. But it's very difficult to change the education system in a short span of time, and we are not seeing anywhere near now it is changing in the next 10 to 15 years. So what can we do to improve our life? So the one thing is to participate in things that require a lot more of your masculine energy. When you do things and improve your testosterone and masculine energy, you automatically start operating in the right manner. Suppose you are just a normal man doing a job. Let's suppose there is a person named Rahul who is a computer engineer. He is 30-year-old and he is let's say single, and he is working in Chandigarh at a salary of 50,000 per month. Okay, so he has expenses of 20-30,000 per month, and he saves other money and sends some of it money to the house back. That's a very general idea of Indian working modern man. So yeah, now he doesn't look very good. He's very feminine because he has to follow orders, and from his whole life he has been taught to follow orders, and his mind has been trained in a way that it works like if he follow more orders, he earn more money, and society will appreciate it if he follow more orders. So he started becoming a yes guy. Now he's a completely feminine guy, and he can't have opposite ideas of what people have. He can't oppose them. So now let's suppose that he asked a girl out for date and she rejected her, and which breaks her heart in a way that his life has been shattered, and he didn't go to work for 3-4 days. Boss is calling them, come on, and a lot of things is happening bad in his life. So he feels very bad, he feels suicidal, and he has never taken the risk to ask a girl before, and the first time he got rejected very badly. The girl even disrespected him. So now he has two options. One is to cope out, to go out party for some days and take some leaves of the office and then return to the same life. Now let's suppose he doesn't do that. He took it personally, and he started going to gym, and he started lifting weights and started learning boxing, just because he is angry and the girl thought that he is fat and ugly. So he started training. Now he started looking good. He started feeling more powerful, and more energy is flowing in them. And now you will see that he started actually opposing other people. It has nothing to do with the physical training, but as his masculine energy grows, he started opposing views. He started realizing that his world views matter, and all the views and all the beliefs that he had, it is not necessary that they all are true. So he goes to the office, and his teammate put out a presentation to him, or to the whole team, and asked them to, yeah, I know my, okay, let's go on. And he put out a presentation to the team and asked them all to solve a problem in a manner that he himself thought is the best way. Most of the team members, or let's say all of the team members, said yes, okay. They don't even think about other ideas, or they don't even think about opposing the person who put out that roadmap. But he, going to the gym, he saw that there might be some improvisation in the roadmap that his teammate has put out. So he opposed it. He raises his hand and said that it shouldn't be that way, and I think it should be this way. Other teammates are very shocked by this behavior, and and our Rahul felt more powerful and more good about himself this way. Now its cycle has changed. Now he thinks that if he put out his views to the world, people will be impressed by him. So he started doing it more regularly. He started opposing it, and within a very short span of time, within a month or two, he became more confident and started becoming less nerdy. He put on nice clothes, he has a decent body, and he is very, very confident guy, and that's how he is now. So that's a way in which Indian men can improve their current situation. And I know that this video has something messed up, but that's how. But please understand that the main message of this video is very important and very practical, which I have applied and worked, and which has genuinely improved my life. So I am just trying to put this message out to you guys, and it's your choice to remain this way or to change your direction for the better. Meet in the next session, guys.